Yo, guys, I'm not sure if you've heard or not, but YouTube is cutting down on their fucking rules. The algorithm is getting very strict, boys and girls. So take a quick look. YouTube is aggressively demonetizing AI slop. AI slop. So what they're saying is low effort, automated, or repetitive AI generated content by updating their monetization rules are required to have a higher rate of originality. So, following major ongoing cleanup in early 2026, thousands of faceless template driven AI channels have been removed or demonetized for failing to provide substantial human value. And the keywords here are, let's see, template driven. So it all comes down to this little bit of a series that we have been dealing with, that I have been working on in this little video vlog series. Remember, we started off with trying to build my own system for automating videos. So I had this very cool idea. Well, I thought it was a cool idea, a little bit of a backstory. I started to build it on my own pretty much. I started looking into Python scripts. I had Claude write me Python scripts to install PyCud, to install FFmpeg, to install Whisper, Olama, and the reason being is I'm not about to spend a lot of fucking money on AI trying to build things out that are just pretty much built on code. So AI models like Claude Code, they're really good at writing code already. Like for example, I've been working on a new project and it's really been assisting me with everything that I need for building out my very own app. So I've taken my idea from building my own Python script library to layering layers or layering tools or scripts or processes that have already been proven, being used by different creators or developed by I don't know, some other different programmers. So what started as a crazy idea to build out my YouTube channel, I do want to share with you guys my process here on this personal YouTube channel of mine. So if you guys would like, you can hit the subscribe button. And you don't come here to learn much about coding. I'm not like these guys who are teaching you much about Claude Code. I'm really here for the experimentation and learning myself. So I watch these videos and I want to come back to maybe showing you guys the process of doing so. But if you like, you guys can always check out videos like these guys who are leading the educational channels to really show the process. So me as a creator, I am trying to take in all of this knowledge, the experience, and of course learning to vibe code or understanding programming for myself in this given day and age of artificial intelligence. So I can't escape it. I might as well use artificial intelligence to my advantage. So I have Claude Code. I use a lot of, as you can see here, I ran out of credits last night, so I asked Claude Code to package everything up. So I said, we're all done. I'm almost out of time for this session with my VS Code. So I was at a point where I created, let me see everything that I created. I was creating all of my folders, and let me open up my VS Code. So I had it create everything for my Remotion, and I successfully, I'm not the best YouTuber, guys. And sometimes these videos are not scripted. I get a little bit of ahead of myself whenever I'm making these things. So forgive me, but I have been using a little bit of Adobe Podcast to clean up my videos after these sessions. Let me quickly come back and tell you about my mission for building this entire work process. So first step is I do want to keep making these type of videos here with you where I explain my process. For example, I was here building scenes that might be what goes into this video. No, it's not here actually. But what started as a little idea to build videos for YouTube and automating them, because with AI these days, guys, you don't want to be left behind. And it takes, well, my reasoning is the purpose of wanting my own tool that does this for me is if I were to build every video for myself, edit them, write them, it would take me so much time and everything is moving so fast, which is the reason why I don't understand why YouTube is cutting back on the entire thingy with demonetizing channels who, you know, have been being so repetitive. So let's see what it is actually. Let's see. Can you tell me what big channels have been affected by YouTube demonetization for AI slop? So let's see if we can find anything here. I do like that Google search does have this built into it. So as of early 2026, YouTube has initiated a massive crackdown. We've already read this. So let's see. This was one of the videos that I saw today. Now this looks like it's unavailable. Did this video get removed for being one of these channels? So major affected channels, yeah, so Cuentos Fascinating Tales is pretty much these storytelling channels that uses slideshows, and if I'm being honest, that is a lot of what my type of content was hoping to be like. Well, I want to experiment with multiple different channels, and I also want to share that process here with you guys eventually. But this is my main channel where I sit down and go through my processes. I can sit down and have experiments with myself. And yeah, these are pretty much the type of channels that were getting demonetized. Channels that just use AI tools to create slop over and over again, and stuff that uses titles that can easily be replicated. For example, there was let's see, how did it go again? A little bit of a channel that started every single one of their videos with the same exact title, and they were like hours long, just slideshows with AI generated voiceovers and scripts that were really, if you really take a look at it, it was pretty much taking advantage of everything that the YouTube algorithm is. You know, it's meant for retention. So let's say you have a video that's meant for people falling asleep, and people fall asleep to these videos just fucking playing, and that is just views whenever retention is being counted for, while the person at the other end of the screen isn't even fucking watching. They have fallen a fucking sleep, right? So that's what YouTube is really cracking down on, is what I believe, and really getting a little bit crazy to also have original content so that I'm not affected by this. But I also want to experiment with my own ways of, like I mentioned, automating my content. But at the same time, if we take a look at everything that we've been building in here, I have rules for how my stuff's supposed to be. I have, well, I can't really explain it all. Technically, I can't really explain it all, but I have the idea that I have the ideas that I've been asking my Claude Code, and my workflow has been a little bit prehistoric, if you would say. So I recently got, what is it, Codex, which is a CLI that plugs directly into Remotion, where I can really just tell ChatGPT whatever it is that I want my Remotion projects to look like, and yeah, it pretty much does it for me. So this is my Remotion so far with some of the tests that I have going on, some of my title cards, and this is all built with code. These are just, how you say, experiments that I've been working on that my AI has created for me. Just quick little things that I can make sure that they are working, right? And I'm building, then I should say, a system that works for my use case. So let me see if we can, I was building over some little footage or some little clips here. Maybe I can bring one of them in. So what I was doing was running some stuff like this, and this is just building inside of Google Flow, if you guys want to check out Google Flow. So pretty much this is what most videos would consist of, right? As you guys can see, I ran my exact process, my exact project that I'm building here. I took the same MD folder, MD file that it created here, and this was a handoff because, like I said, guys, I am a broke. Well, I'm not broke, but I use AI very efficiently. So I don't pay for any fucking subscriptions. So what I do is use multiple accounts, and don't fucking tell Claude that I say this. Don't fucking tell Anthropic or OpenAI. Keep this from Sam and Google and all the dudes. But I have multiple email addresses just like everybody else. But what I do is I try to have them all centralized into my own workflow. So I can take one chat and I can start it into my other account, and that's what I built here with my project last night. So that might be a little bit of a, how do you say, a little bit of a life hack for you guys wanting to use AI to your full advantage and not having the money right away to afford these fucking expensive models, guys. So this is where I also want to provide maybe a little bit of insight. You guys can learn from me how I open source pretty much everything, and I've been doing a lot of research on this. So whenever this series wraps up and I'm completely satisfied with a process or a product that I am working with, I will let you guys maybe take a look at everything that I've built with a little bit of a documentation that I can upload and share with you guys for absolutely completely free. So let me, if we can read over the, let's see, the studio, the project handoff. So what we are helping with, this was Claude handing it over to ChatGPT. You're helping with my creator building fully automated local video production system for my YouTube channel. And the channel pretty much covers stuff like programming, economics, history, physics, psychology, nuclear science, technology. So I have this one channel that I'm experimenting with, and this is one of the ideas or concepts, little niche that I am experimenting with automating my videos for. The most important thing, and I come back to this entire thing about channels being demonetized, one of the most important thing is content or videos, they're not being fully, how do you say, educational. They're not fucking teaching you anything, and they're just really taking advantage of the monetization, the retention value, and they're spamming out content. Some videos, because they can do this, they are putting out up to 10 videos a day, which is complete bullshit when it comes to actual creators really putting the time and putting the creativity to do this stuff. And I mean, if you think about it, Google runs YouTube, right? And they are the company behind one of the biggest AI slot or AI slop farming markets when it comes to Gemini. Gemini is one of the biggest fucking slot markets. They have Google VO that can pretty much create any type of crazy ass fucking video of anything that's not even real. So if we come over here to Google Gemini and we can ask it to create me some random slop, something that would be so over the top, hilarious, obnoxious. I want it to be maybe something like a cucumber fused together with a rhinoceros dinosaur inside a very prehistoric setting. He's also driving a very modern Lamborghini. On the Lamborghini Huracan is bright orange, and this cucumber rhinoceros is also inside of this car with a lot of stacks of money. He has jewelry on. He's very cool, but this is a very prehistoric setting. He also has a little bit of a cave woman in the passenger seat of his Lamborghini, and she's a very cool looking cave woman. Maybe like think of the style of the Flintstones. So let's create this image to be very awesome for something like a landscape image, very beautiful thumbnail style. Let's go for it. So if we just drop that into Gemini, let's see what this would even create. Would it even give me something useful? And Gemini is pretty fast. Let's see how long it would even take. So what I have been saying is there's a lot of this Remotion stuff going on. Now, this video doesn't go over how to use Remotion in any type of way. I just want to mention to you that I have been working on my process, and here we go. Look, dude, fucking slop. Cucumber dinosaur slop ride. So are you saying if I were to start creating content that includes images like this, would I then just be classified one of the fucking slop channels and get demonetized? So you really got to be careful when it comes to content online these days, dude. So like we were saying, YouTube demonetization is a big wave. So there has been some channels that tried to maybe, I mean, they're demonetized, but they can still upload videos. So this is the one that caught my attention today. This guy, Monkey Economics. And I did see him really started to show up on my algorithm while he does not get much views. So I hardly think this channel was even making much money. His highest viewed video seems to be about $203,000. So that was about a month ago. So his channel recently started picking up, and he only has a handful of channels, or a handful of videos on this channel, I should say. And he did go over a process in this video that says he and his team of maybe 3 or 4 designers and a voiceover artist make these videos from scratch. So he's showing his entire process here, which is very valid. But he's grown this channel up to 226 subscribers with 226,000 subscribers with just a few videos. And if this channel, this is a good example, if this channel was one of those spam channels, I believe they would have so much more content on this channel. They really only have about a dozen of videos here on this channel, a little bit over a dozen. So everybody's asking like, why is this happening? And the reason so many channels are being affected by this is there's not like just some guy going around pressing a button to, and this is the video I've been working on, so I've been making my agents take over my video production. So this is what I'm worried about. What if I do this the wrong way? And there is an issue going around that it's not just some guy pressing buttons deleting your fucking channel, right? This is just simply another fucking AI deciding that your videos or your channel is too fucking AI to make money. And it does make a lot of sense. We want a lot of fairness, man. We want people to actually be putting efforts into making these videos, even if they have assistance from AI, because with this day and age, we can never fully escape AI now. Everything is AI now, and we will be forever using and depending on Claude Code, ChatGPT, and it will only get bigger, guys. Like, there's this entire thing called Higgsfield, and Higgsfield, if you're watching this on one of the channels that might be potentially of use of your fucking software, so maybe you might want to send over some, I don't know, user codes, a little bit of a sponsorship, bro, because I'm not about to be paying $15 a month when I'm not even making $15 a month from my YouTube videos as yet. So send over the sponsorship, and YouTube, don't ban my channel. I'm really trying here. So with that said, guys, I just wanted to quickly go over what I was doing here. Like I said, I got a little bit distracted with this rant, and yeah, I've been going over the process of how I started. How did I start? I wanted something that can automate my videos. I want to be a good YouTuber, but I also want to have, well, I should say I also have a passion for development. So I wanted to go down this route and not just be manually creating videos every day, because this is what I do every day. Sometimes I come here to Notebook LM, and as you guys can see, I have an entire library of video ideas that I have been working on. So I have videos on economy, flying money, the true king of hell. I even have some One Piece stuff going on that I've been experimenting with, the dawn of autonomous cyber warfare with Claude Mythos when that was popping off. I have the floating economics about cruise ships. So I do have a wide library, but this was taking me like a bunch of time. Now, yes, I do like making the ideas. That will never change. I will always be making the ideas. I will use ChatGPT, I will use Gemini, Claude to build around the ideas that I want to create. I will script them, I will produce them to my own personal style of writing and storytelling. And I am also going to have my own little channel host that will be like my front man for these videos, right? So with all that said, this is what pretty much saves you from getting demonetized and having your content labeled as repetitive and non-human is what I'm understanding. So you can have a human touch, you can have like a human loving, oh, I don't even know where I'm going with that, but you can have like a human vibe to your content without being fully human, without even being on camera all the time. So I just want you guys to understand that you can really do this, and don't be discouraged by YouTube's new scary fucking rules. It's just them trying to make things a lot more fair for the actual creators who do have ideas and do have knowledge to share. Because, yes, I want to be building things, and yes, I'm not the most dependable channel currently. You don't come to me to learn how to use Remotion. I'm a guy who's fucking trying to learn this shit myself, and I'm open enough to be honest about it. I don't know this stuff. I don't know Remotion. I'm very new to Claude Code. I don't know programming, but I'm taking the time out to not just write code. I could just go ahead and ask fucking Claude Code to build shit for me. It's going to build me rubbish. It might build me something cool just because AI has gotten that good. But at the end of the day, your video has to have structure. Your videos and your ideas have to have structure. And that is what I have been building into my app. So let me see. I do have, here we go. I do have a lot of these rules. This is my config. I do have the planner for my voiceover. I do have a motion rules, and these will only get better and grow with more instructions as I build out this tool. So I do have a little bit more ideas that I would be working on tonight. I've got motion rules, I've got the planner, I've got the scene planner, scene vocabulary. That way it can find hot words or keywords that I want to highlight in certain type of ways inside of the video edit, right? I have the smart cut guide. So this uses a Gling style local pipeline, which uses Whisper plus MoviePy plus FFmpeg. Like I was saying, it's 100% free, 100% local, which is what I am aiming for, guys. So if you guys ever want the workflow or my workflow, let me finish up, follow the story, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will be sharing you my process here and seeing what I can build here for myself, and potentially to assist other small creators like myself. So currently I am one of the worst YouTubers, but soon, as soon as I begin getting into becoming a better YouTuber, there will be worse YouTubers than myself, so I can always start sharing what I'm doing to you motherfuckers who are coming up after me. So with that said, guys, let me get back to my build. I've got some stuff here that I want to share with Claude. Since I use Claude on like an on and off basis whenever he gets tired and run out of credits, then I come back here and speak to him. So I've got some time here tonight. I'm gonna end off this video, or maybe even document a little bit more of my process on building here for tonight. So I'm gonna share with it my final thoughts on, and what I did last night, where I left off last night, and we will go ahead and continue brainstorming, because I did have some good plans tonight, and I did have some good plans last night, I should say, and I did have some good ideas today. So I'm going to combine all of those and see if we can get into a little bit of a build for a couple hours. Maybe I show some of that process. I tend to not like coding and vibe coding and also speaking to the vlog while I'm doing that, just because I get a little bit distracted and don't fully know how to speak and screen record and all that stuff at the same time. Like, where should I point? Where should I click? What should I do? Where's my tabs? While also being entertaining? How do these fucking YouTubers even do that? But here I am working on it. Anyways, see you guys in the next big build. And yeah, this process, like I mentioned, I started off from one thing. I started off with fucking Python scripting, and now we're learning Claude Code and all of this automation with Remotion. And if you guys would like to know more about Remotion, you really should check it out. It's one of the pop-in tools right now. Just make sure to build your channel very carefully, guys, because YouTube is getting, which is good news, which motivates me to even start pushing a lot more, because I'm not a fucking robot. I'm real, motherfucker. I'm doing this shit. I'm actually out here, bro. I'm in the trenches, fucking up on everything while I learn, while I embarrass myself. And that's really what the YouTube is all about. So take a look, guys. Remotion is completely free. You get unlimited creation, unlimited use. Commercial use is allowed. And the only time you really need to pay is when you want to add more people to your fucking team. So if you guys ever want to join a team from all across the world, maybe some bad YouTubers can unite. I just recently created a Discord. Maybe I can link that eventually. We can start up a Discord. We can do all the stuff that YouTubers do, right? We can do all the stuff that YouTubers do right fucking here, guys. And maybe we even have a channel together, like from all over the world. We can make AI slop together, guys. And we won't get banned because we're gonna fucking post it on TikTok.